time has come to see how you got on in our reasonably priced car. How was it out there?
It was surprisingly fun. I didn't think I was going to take it seriously, and then I got out there and thought, this is brilliant. Because it was amazing.
The Stig did say that he's never met anyone who, and I think he put it, dicks about as much as you.
We had a laugh.
Yeah,
I mean, it was fun. It was, you know, we spun out a couple of times. That was kind of fun, and it was, you know, it was good.
Anyone want to see one of those spins? Yeah. Let's see, because I think we may have just captured one here. Let's have a look at this. Oh, second to last corner, as is usual.
There you go. Perfect. Perfect racing line. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Whoa. Yeah, there you go. That was my fastest time.
I'm really, really sorry, Jeremy. I'm so sorry. But can I have a go in the Aston Martin, please?
It's already good.
I recognise you.
I recognise you as well.
You were in Pop Idol, weren't you?
Rings a bell, yeah. My name is Daniel Sun, and I'm here today to entertain you. All right, Jimmy, how you doing?
Good, yeah.
How did you get here? Did you go in the car? Jimmy Carr to get it. I went on the coach, I did. That reminds me, there was a young lady from France who got on a coach in a trance. Everyone stuffed her, including the conductor, and the driver came twice in his pants. All right, Kate, is it Katie?
Karen.
Karen,
Yeah.
how are you? My auntie's a tailor. She makes men's clothes. All right, Morris, I got some gloves from Morrison's last night. 59p, buy one, get one free. And the reason why I dressed up is I'm doing a little bit of a theme. I'm doing visuals to a song. It's called My Aphrodisiac Is You. I don't smoke no grass or opium from old Hong Kong. Wah, wah, wah. That hubble bubble, it gives me toilet trouble all night long. Don't ask me why I'm doing this, because, baby, I ain't got a... I just conceded. My aphrodisiac is you. That's it.
It was very strange and...
Spontaneous, yeah.
Yeah. I liked it when you name-checked us. I thought your piece of material on Karen Taylor's second name was particularly good. My mum's a tailor, she makes clothes. Ian Morris. It was very funny. I mean, I don't think you're quite right for this.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Been a pleasure meeting you.
Tell you what, I met some amazing goths.
Did you?
Last night. I met some goths that came to see my show in York.
Oh, yeah.
I was in Leeds last night. I was in York about 3 months ago.
Yeah.
And did a show, and there was about 5 goths outside the stage door. And I don't have a goth following. So I went out there. Normally people don't wait by the stage door either. So I was just kind of coming in from getting a coffee, and they were all waiting outside. And I went, "What? Are you waiting for me? What's going on?" And they went, "Oh no, we've come to see the show, but we spent all our money on the tickets. We've got literally no money, so we're just waiting for it to start." So I, you know, not particularly altruistically, but just to get rid of them, I gave them some money to go and get a beer.
Yeah.
You know, to get a round of drinks. Because I thought, well, they'll be out of the cold. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
They came to the gig in Leeds last night to give me back the money.
No.
How nice is that?
That's so nice.
I went there, and I went, "Oh no, it's fine, it's fine, honestly." And they just foisted it on me.
How very nice.
And then we're nice goths. And then when I called them goths, they went, "We're not goths. We're just hardcore."
Okay, sorry.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, but it's quite nice that you've got a hardcore following.
Hardcore goth following.
Well, not goth. Don't call them goths.
Don't call them goths.
So you've wound up still with the Rover 75, which, let's be honest, is a dreadful car, really.
Well, I won't have that said. It's brilliant. This one is significantly better than the last one I had.
You've had 2?
Yeah, I had...
So you bought one and then sold it and then bought another one?
Not quite. What actually happened was the first one blew up twice at high speed, and then they sold me another one.
That's madness.
Well, what happened? It was an LPG car. Someone had converted it to LPG. A fellow with a pipe and a beard had gone, "Yeah, I could do that, easy." And he'd put the wrong kind of fuel manifold on it, if that's not too technical. He put a plastic fuel manifold, I think, made out of straw, something, and he needed a metal one. So I was doing 80 down the motorway with my girlfriend beside me, and it blew up. The engine, the brakes, everything, gone.
The brakes?
Yeah, everything just went. The engine just imploded. And I thought, right, that's a bad situation to be in. My first thought, of course, was not for my own... Well, it was for my own safety, but it was, don't tell Caroline. She'll go mental. And then I think that's, you know, it's a great thing about buying a British car. I didn't go and sue them like an American would have. You put my life in danger. None of that nonsense. I said, could you sell me another one?
Never in my life that I thought of becoming a comedian. But deep down, I do believe that I can be a good comedian. I dress up as a woman, but I try to make myself look as natural as possible.
Good God.
As natural as possible.
Thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Hello.
It's been a long time waiting, and Jimmy. Oh, sorry. You really break my heart because you're a man. Because that's all what men used to do to women. No matter what a woman do to men, they never appreciate women. Believe me, I experienced it throughout my life. Is it true, Karen?
Yes, it's true.
Yeah. Look, in our everyday life, we do the cooking, we do ironing, we even showering our husband. But do they appreciate us? Do they really appreciate us? Sometimes. All what we get from them is just hurt. I want them more and more from time to time. Maybe men, at times, when it comes to the right man, they make me feel like a real woman. They know how to treat women.
There. That's it.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Thank you very much.
I think you've really struck a chord with Karen. It's
Yeah, thank you.
close to genius. It's not what we're looking for, but it is genius. Thank you
so much.
Thank you.
It's not going to get any better than that. Or is it?
It's not.
Who'd like to see Jimmy's lap?
Let's...
Okay, let's play it. Did the clutch survive that?
Who cares?
Mirror, signal, manoeuvre. Lovely.
Let's have a look.
What's the matter with that? That's fine.
No, you're right. I can find nothing wrong with that first corner. Yes.
I tell you, when they're not your tyres, it's much easier to do.
Oh, no, that's
Again,
a whole
perfect.
new approach, that.
We are actually going to die.
Did you brake?
I didn't break much, no. That squeaky noise, that's the braking.
That's the tyres being torn from the rims. This is aggressive. I can see what the guys were on about out there.
I don't think it's aggressive, it's playful.
Did you lift off going through there at all?
I don't think no, I didn't lift off for a
No,
second.
and here we go into the second to last corner, which is where things went wrong. Yeah, a little bit on the grass. And up to the last corner. Yes, just about there, and there he is. Well done.
Hello, Comedy Store. It's not funny being called stocky, is it, when you look? My name's Jerry Kay, as you'll have heard. I was born in London, but not brought up in. I was actually brought up in the country. I was adopted and separated from my two sisters. It's a little bit sad, very common in the ghetto, I'm afraid. I was a crack baby, whereas both of them was cesarean. But, you know... But would you believe I got sacked from my gang for being dyslexic? Would you believe that? I'm taking it to tribunal. After all, if you've got a dyslexic getaway driver, don't hold up HSBC Bank. 20 minutes I sat outside British fucking home stores with the engine running.
How much time do you spend on the road?
A lot. I mean, not quite as much as I used to, but I mean, I used to do the clubs, basically. And then you're basically like a rep. You might as well be. You're up and down the motorways, the M1, the M6 and whatever, going to different clubs around the place and driving around. So I used to do about 30,000 miles a year.
No, that is a lot.
It is. And my sort of peeve on driving is I drive an awful lot very, very late at night. Because I go and I'm on stage at 9 o'clock or whatever, and I'm coming back it's often 1 or 2 in the morning. And the speed limits are the same. I can't understand that. Why is it 70 miles an hour speed limit at 3 in the morning? There's no one else around. You could just... Why not make it an autobahn at night?
There are people like you on it, that's why.
I'd be fine. I think if there's children playing on the motorway at 3 o'clock in the morning, my driving is sort of the least of their worries.
Is this something that would meet with popular approval here? Would you like to see it? How fast do we think in the middle of the night? 120?
I think autobahn, you do what you want.
120 minimum, I would suggest, yeah.
A minimum speed limit, that's what we need.
Yeah, a minimum of 120 with police marksmen on the bridges, picking off those who can't make it.
Yes.
It's all
part of your dream of a police state.
Yes, a police state, but working for us rather than against us. Because the other thing as well that I find these days is we talk a fair bit on this programme about there being too many signposts. But there's no...
On cars?
No, there's none on cars.
Right, good.
Right, so, at the side of the road, telling you how to walk to the library. But the amount of towns that don't signpost other towns from them drives you mental.
You know when you're lost around Great Britain when it says town centre and you go, what town? That's not helping.
It isn't.
My favourite sign of all time is Falling Rocks. You know the red triangle, Falling Rocks? What am I meant to do with that information? I may as well just have a sign saying, random accidents ahead. Life's a lottery, be lucky. Some of the time, I wasn't quite sure what I was laughing at, but I was laughing.
Oh, God. Hi. Hello. They say preparation is everything. So in the corridor, I put a few notes down about what we might discuss. I thought we could start with the new Pope, Tom Cruise, and the devil. The new Pope. He's a barrel of laughs, isn't he? The old one, I always got the impression the poor old one was never much of a good man, but towards the end, he did well. Tom Cruise and the devil. Now, the difficulty I've got with Tom Cruise is he is, and always has been, a poor actor. There's no way around it. And he's good on the emotions, but at the end of the day, he plays Tom Cruise, doesn't he? And I'm not entirely sure that poor old Tom can play anything else.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know whether you're mental or brilliant. There's nothing in between. No idea. Any clues?
I think you could argue both.
I thought that was just so funny.
Good.
It was just lovely. It was really, really charming. I thought, yeah, definitely stick around if you can.
If you can hang around, that'd be great.
Okay, that was really fun. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You made Jimmy Carr cry laughing. How about that?
Yeah, I did a little cry.
They've got the 10 poshest rockers. They've gone from Mick Jagger, Charlie from Busted, who I've met a couple of times.
He's quite posh.
He speaks like that. Really incredibly posh.
Hang on, that's your Pete Doherty impression.
No, Charlie from Busted's more like, yeah, no,
Is Pete Doherty in it?
You've been
so very kind. I'd like a sticky
Charlie's
bun.
like, yeah,
Have you
no,
got a
Charlie.
sticky bun I could have? I'd like a sticky bun.
Woo, yeah. A bit late on the woo there. A bit late. Everyone else seems to be clapping and going woo. I'm just clapping. I might say woo. Woo, and then everyone else has stopped. You sound like an owl. Where's the fun in that? Unless, of course, you can rotate your head through 360 degrees. In which case, ho-ho. If I could rotate my head through 360 degrees, I think I'd become gay just for the sake of it. Just so as you could, whoa, surprise! I wonder if you get a lot of gay owls for that reason. Yeah, it's fun just to be bummed once in a while. Just so as you can rotate your head. And then say something wise. I hope you've got a condom on. You're bumming a very wise owl.
I've just been told.
How embarrassing is it
Where do you think? Anywhere?
Is it? Well, I'm hoping to not be at the bottom.
Well, no, that's impossible. The car was moving, we could see that. It was...
Yeah, I did go the right way round.
You went the right way round. You didn't do what Jonathan Ross did, didn't get lost.
Well, Jonathan's way down there. It'd be good to beat him.
Jonathan Ross?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you've beaten him.
Be nice to beat Steve Coogan.
Coogan was in the wet, so don't worry, you beat him.
Bill Bailey, he's a funny bloke.
He is funny, and you beat him. He was in the wet, though, as well. You had a dry track, so you can forget these ones down at the bottom.
Did Keelty do that well?
Keelty? Oh, up at 148. He did do that well.
I'm not sure. I'm, happy in mid-table, I would have thought.
Happy in mid-table. Well, you did it, actually, in 146.9.
Hello, I'm Jimmy Carr and I'm announcing a new tour. It's called Jimmy Carr Laughs Funny. And if you like me, it's the kind of thing you like. And if you don't like me, then why are you watching this?